Good morning, Loksabha Malyadri garu. I am very happy to see you here in the studio. Today, there is a question among the intellectuals and general public that recently our parliament have enacted 3 bills. It was done in a hasty, that's what Congress is saying, because they have suspended 141 MPs. And in the last, because the present government's tenure are also ending very shortly.
Yes.
They have 3 important acts, because basically people are telling that these acts are very important to the Indian constitution and the legal system, basically. CRPC Act and Evidence Act and Indian Penal Code. What is it behind?
Pleasant good morning and best wishes both on the occasion of Happy New Year.
Thank you.
And also otherwise for you and the viewers.
Yeah, our viewers.
At the outset, I say these 3
Acts.
are very important acts which could, if changed, definitely affect the lives of Indians mostly and foreigners also on some occasions.
Who are seeking legal justice?
Yeah. See, justice delayed is justice denied.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here they want to change the laws on the ground. They are all colonized laws.
These laws are framed by British and
people.
Colonial rule.
Colonial rule. And in fact, under the guise of ruling this country, they want to show British people some discipline authority, controlling authority, with a lot of fear in the minds of the people.
Okay.
So with that background, they have framed the laws and they implemented it successfully. After 1947 also, we continued them.
The law ministry has taken initiative, or the Supreme Court has given law ministry the direction?
Both are there.
Both are there. Both sides.
It is in the mind of every common man
Common.
to have good laws.
Okay.
For that, the present government at center, they changed the names of the laws also.
Laws also.
Suppose Indian Penal Code, they changed the name as Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita. Then Code of Criminal Procedure and the Bharatiya Saksha Adhyanam in place of Evidence Act. So Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita replaces Indian Penal Code. Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita replaces the Code of Criminal Procedure, and Bharatiya Saksha Adhiniyam in place of the Evidence Act. It is a decolonization project.
Okay.
They want to show that democracy is in India and it's working, because the present laws are not effectively and speedily giving justice. They want to change it.
No. Apart from changing the name, is there any, let us say, Evidence Act? What is the major
They have done major changes. Major changes are there in all the 3 laws. But the problem is their object or intention may be good, but the society or the systems are not ready to accept these laws.
Okay.
Firstly. Secondly, both in the parliament, we need to have a lot of discussion on this.
Yes.
Due to suspending of nearly 141 MPs, there was no discussion at all.
Yeah.
Simply the many other laws are passed, these are also passed.
Mozwani.
In fact, due to passing of these laws, they have come into force. Now we are governed by the new laws.
New laws, yeah.
But machinery is not there.
Hmm.
100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% Machinery is not there. Even though there are a lot of changes, effectively,
Parliament, while voting for this, they might have put some time frame from this point, not a immediate effect or any time frame is.
now some say that there is an immediate effect, at least most of the laws. In fact, they too expected that it will take a lot of time for discussion and all that, and by the time the laws will come into force, there will be machinery also for implementation of it.
Yes.
But that was not happened. That's why it seems there are some changes or amendments that are taking place regarding from which date it will come into force, and by that date what changes shall be there in the system.
Maybe
These
it
things
has to be passed in Rajya Sabha also. Both houses have passed.
Yeah, now they have come into force.
They have come in.
But since when they will come into force, and by the date whether there will be changes affected both scientific side and also what you call physically needed changes, both computerization and implementation of other blockchain protection and other things.
Law enforcing agencies need to be trained on the new amendments.
Definitely. Even because there is no guidance now, there is no precedence, because new law has come.
Yes.
There shall be discussions in the courts also. Suppose if somebody violates a particular provision, a case is filed, then there will be argument from both sides, and a decision will come. It has to go up to Supreme Court. Finally, Supreme Court has to lay down a law, and there will be precedent of it. So, even in that respect also, some time is needed.
Some time is needed to implement.
So, because of that, I think now the party in power or the government which is at the center, they are going to make some changes. Some policy decision will be taken, and some funds also have to be allotted. All that has to be done.
Okay. The infrastructure has to be built.
Infrastructure, not in terms of buildings,
Okay.
but in terms of scientific gadgets.
Gadgets.
Some instruments are required. For example, I am sitting here, and from here I want to argue the matter. Now, what is happening in Supreme Court and High Court? Till now, in the entire Supreme Court, hybrid system is there. Some 2 days offline, 2 days online. So that system is there. Now, option is given to the advocates to choose any one of it. But in some important cases, Supreme Court put suppose family matters or some matters, it should be on offline. They have to, advocates have to attend, present and do it. That is what the law or procedure in the Supreme Court. Now in other states also, first court, the chief court is computerized fully. Now all other benches, all other high court
computerized.
Now they are going to have only online, not offline. So likewise, they want to do it in the trial courts also. So all these things, there must be some change. Technical persons have to be appointed, and the judges have to be trained. Lawyers also, senior lawyers, they don't have the capacity or inclination to learn at this stage about computers and other things. So what is required is some reasonable time has to be given for implementation of these laws. Otherwise, what will happen under the guise of doing good thing, we will be doing bad things, which affects the functioning of the judiciary. Because of that, now I think there is a lot of criticism in the manner in which Parliament was conducted and the laws are passed, and then when it came for implementation, the difficulties that are actually being physically faced, showing lot of inconvenience, trouble,
Yes.
loss, injuries, which cannot be compensated in terms of money. So because of that, definitely I think under the guise of decolonization, whatever justice they want to do, they will not be able to do.
Yeah.
So for that reason, there shall be again some discussion by way of some decision by the speaker or somebody at the helm of the affairs. Time is also too short.
Oh.
In another 3 months there will be elections. I think a new government may take up that issue, or at least they can do something like implementation date will be changed.
Change. Yeah.
And after changing the implementation date, when there is a lot of time
Some corrective
during that
measures.
period, during that time, definitely there can be some discussion.